I actually lost my job in science, and I was a scientist for many, many years. I always wanted my own business. I've always loved animals, always wanted to work with animals. So I thought, why not start doing a bit of dog walking? And it just took up from there, really.
I was a manager for a European call centre in the corporate world, so I kind of don't have that experience with running a business, but I was certainly involved in decision making. But I realised actually that it's not the same. When you're running your own business, you get the opportunity to really see the rewards of all your endeavours, and I think that's really important.
Why do you run it from your home?
It's actually a good thing for our customers to see. It's more of a homely environment. I think we wanted to offer an alternative to standard kennels where it's just a very cold, unfriendly environment. With a home, you get a home environment, sofas.
The dogs have been jumping around a lot today in your own home. Does it matter to you?
No, absolutely not. Never been house proud. Grew up with dogs and cats and a whole array of animals, so quite happy for them to jump around and have fun. As long as we try and keep them away from the television, that's the one thing. Try not to break anything expensive, and they can just have some fun, really.
Is there a limit on the number of dogs and cats, or is you take all sorts of animals?
Yeah, we can take anything really. We are limited by our licence in the home and by our insurance to specific animals. We tend to keep to 4 actual during the day, and we're limited to only a few overnight for obvious reasons. For noise, we have to be aware of our neighbours and obviously be actually working with the local community to make sure we're not inconvenience or a nuisance. But by and large, it's what we feel comfortable, and I think that's what gives a good service to our customers as well.
In terms of looking after people's pets full time, what experience have you got to do that?
I had dogs when I was a child. One thing I realised I wanted to do was coming back from holiday and picking up my dog, and his nose was scratched and his tooth was broken and he had kennel cough, and I decided that actually that's not the way I want my dog to be left on holiday. We're all having fun and he's not, so we were looking for something like that, and I think that's where it all started.
I grew up with animals. I think we could call it a mini zoo. We had 5 cats, dogs, hamsters, anything that needed rescue my mum would bring home. And then from then on, really, it was just building a business really slowly. When I first started, I just did a dog here and there and saw a cat here and there. And over the last 2.5 years, I've really grown with hands-on experience.
Do you have your own animals, pets?
We have the fish. They kind of... The fish are great because you don't need to walk them and you don't really need to do anything with them apart from just feed them, unlike these ones. But you can't get them out of the tank and stroke them.
They're like part of the family while they're here, really. So kennels and catteries are great if you want to use them, but what we're able to provide is just them to they spend their days playing, as you've seen, out walking, and then sitting on the sofa with us, cuddling up, watching television.